Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Would you please give a warm welcome to the host of the Happy Hour, Chris Lane Sr.
This will be my last song for tonight. And, this year's been a tough year. A lot of loss. Adam Burse passed. Josh Harris, who I was getting to be friendly with, and was making plans to go visit him in Alabama. And had some personal loss, and some was unexpected and some was expected, but it doesn't make any difference. Loss is loss. And then I was working on this song when I heard about Kurt's passing. So this is a song called Say Goodbye.
So little choice but to try and carry on. I thought we'd have 2 lifetimes, but fate had another plan. I'm left behind to sort it out and live the best I can. The angels came to rescue you, and I can't say goodbye. I still want you here with me. I can't say goodbye. I turn my head and blink my eye, and you've been snatched away. I tried to pull you to the light, but the darkness had its say. I believe you're in a place that's safe, and that you're not alone. So why can't I take comfort in knowing you've gone home? Goodbye. Just a tragedy. Goodbye. I still see you everywhere I go. Goodbye. And I wanted you to know that I can't say goodbye. Came to rescue you, and I can't say goodbye. All your life loved you so, and I can't say goodbye. And I know I should let you go, but I can't say goodbye. 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 Goodbye.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the show. Great to see everybody. Appreciate you being here. Just tell you, we can hear the putty cat. You guys hear the meow? So, yeah, this is going to be a fairly short show tonight. I got some things to tell you guys, but that was my last song for KurtFest this last week, and I just want to thank everybody that was there. I know if you didn't perform, you were there in the audience, and God bless you all. It was an amazing experience to be a part of. And I talked to a number of the performers that were there, and we all had shared the same feelings of we had so much respect for Kurt, and we continue to have so much respect and love for Justine. We wanted to bring our A game, and I got to tell you, I think everyone did. A plus, A plus plus. It was a fantastic event that went over 12 hours. It went so long that YouTube said, you're done. We're not going to let you stream anymore. Now, there was an after party that we kept going for a while, and I talked to Gary this last week, And he says he has it. And he will put that up and make the after party available too, because you got bonuses performances from Jade Starr, from Mr. Smith, from Accent Nacho, from the DomFather, from Empirism, and so that will be really, and plus some silly talk, because we were all really tired at that point and just drained. I was done the next day. I was done for a couple days afterwards because, like I said, we put everything that we had available into it, and it turned out so well. And thank you to everyone that performed. Thank you to everyone that was there. It was fantastic. Now, you see, I've got the sunglasses on, and it's just because I don't want you to have to look at my wonky eye or the eye patch, which you saw, of course, during the performance. But I will say hi to everybody in a minute, but the reason the show's going to be pretty short tonight, and I mean like 30 minutes short. My wife and I love cats. We've always loved cats. We've always had cats. And we had a trio of just sweet, sweet kitties, and Mona passed away in 2019, and we had to say goodbye to Pork Chop in 2020 during the middle of the whole pandemic lockdown bullshit. And they, to the point they didn't even want to let us in the vet's office. It's like, well, we're coming in. And we were with him at his last, and he was loved right to his last. And we had to say goodbye to our last cat about four or 5 months ago. And he'd been with us for 18 years. And the time felt right, so I applied, and we brought home 2 brand new rescue kitties today. One is the one that you can hear howling a minute ago. That is Squid the Kid, and he's a little tabby. He's about 1 year old, and he is a character. And then we have an older cat, and I was planning on getting 1 cat, but I'm looking at the chart on this other cat, and he's 4.5 years old. He's a black and white tuxedo cat, and his owner had gone into hospice and passed away. And so the cat was in foster care for a while, got adopted, but the woman that adopted him also had a dog, a pit bull. Well, the cat whipped up on the pit bull, but, it's a pit bull, and so it was not going to work out. So the cat got returned up for adoption, and I just couldn't bear to leave that poor kitty there. So we have 2 new cats, and it's going great so far. They're getting along okay, and Squid within, I'd say 2 hours, like, okay, this is my home, and I'm cool, and off he went, and he's eaten and torn up the place and played with toys, and he's having the time of his life. So we're going to be cat daddy and mommy here for tonight and tomorrow, and this weekend. My son was over earlier. He went with us because he's a cat guy too, and helped us with the kitties, and he'll be over this weekend, so they get to know him better. And so that's what we're going to do. But I'm going to go ahead and say hi to everybody in the chat. Thanks for coming out. I see Hugh Caldwell, Drops Family Garden. How you doing? I don't know how well I'll be able to read the chat tonight. I'll be real honest with you, but I will do my best. I see Lori. Hey, if I do this, it'll be a lot easier to do it this way. It's like I've done this show twice. And Gary Hubbs. Appreciate you being here. I think I probably should go from the top down. That'd be a lot smarter. I think Hubsy was the first one in the door. Yes, he was. So thanks for setting up the tables and chairs. Appreciate it. Not visible. Always good to see you. The DomFather said hi to everybody for half a second. And Dom's performance was just outstanding. I mean, it was brought tears to my eyes. Dom was just on his game, and it was fantastic. And we said hi to Lori. We said hi to Hugh. Let's see, am I missing people? Yeah, there's Poisoned Whales there. How you doing, Poisoned? Good to see you. And who else we got? I said I'm not visible. Okay, if I'm missing, there we go. There's Camellia, our fantastic moderator from Down Under. Appreciate you. We've got great mods on this channel between Hubs and Camellia, and it's fantastic. I thought I saw Jade Starr. I did see Jade Starr. Yo-Yo, yeah, that's me, Yo-Yo. How are you, Jade? Good to see you. Jade's performance, we will close the show with one of her songs from KurtFest because she was magnificent. Just can't say a good enough things about everybody that performed. Hubs brought his A++ game. And, standing out there 2 nights in a row in a friggin' parking lot, freezing his ass off. What a warrior. That guy. Hey, Frank Turzo, good to see you. Thanks for coming. Frank's performance was outstanding. I mean, it's going to get repetitious, but everybody that played was so stinking good. Opened the show from Emotion New Soul, who killed it, played trumpet even, along with his keyboards. It was just top notch. All right. Do I got everybody?
You forgot me.
No, I was doing that on purpose. You don't know how to make a grand entrance, you son of a...
No, I could never do that. What's going on, my friend? Hey, everybody.
How are you? Dom.
I'm all right. I'm all right.
Everybody, the DomFather. Chris and friends, Dom's my friend.
I am your friend.
Welcome to the show, man. How you doing?
What's going on, dude?
Well, like I said, I'm a new cat daddy.
Ooh, congratulations.
Yeah, it's good. They're sweet, sweet kitty cats. I think they're gonna be great.
How many did you get?
2 dose of those babies. Yep, two males, a 1-year-old and a 4.5-year-old.
Cool.
Yeah, so we heard Squid a minute ago on the mic. He was yelling through the door because he's like, hey.
It's all Frank. Hey, everybody.
Yeah. There it is, Dom. Yeah, and this will be. Hey, there's our buddy Dan Anderson. How you doing? Good to see you. Thank you for the shares. Much respect.
Sold my rights to Sony. This is AI Dominic.
Is it? Okay.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, good. Less drinking and more. No. Same amount of drinking, right?
Same amount of drinking. That don't stop.
Even an AI likes a good buzz, right? Mm-hmm. Oh, fantastic. Well, Dom, how are you doing?
I can't complain, my friend. I can't complain. I'm all right.
Well, that is good.
Just doing the do.
Yeah. Well, way to come back after taking a little hiatus and showing up on the show and kicking so much ass.
Well, thank you kindly.
Yeah.
It was fun.
Your guitar sounded great. Your vocals were great. Song selection, right on the money. It was outstanding.
Appreciate it. Everyone was really good.
Yeah, it's crazy.
A whole bunch of good people. I've still been like 1 or 2 a day I've been watching. I started with, of course, all the people I know first, and then started working backwards. I'm waiting for my KurtFest shirt. I don't know there was a shirt until that night.
Yeah. And they turned mine around pretty. And I said it on the show last week. I had screwed up so bad, and I thought I had botched it, and it showed up 2 hours before the show. I mean, how's that for
that's
watching
awesome,
out for me, right?
Well, yeah, I got an orange one.
Oh, that's cool.
I was like, orange is cool.
Yeah, I went with black because, shocker.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That's what I do.
Unless it's a hockey jersey.
Yeah, hockey jerseys. Although the Avs have a special St. Patrick's Day one that's black, and I want to get that because it would be awesome.
All right.
That's what I'm doing is watching the hockey tonight. The USA is playing Finland, and they're up 2-1 when I came down. So that's a good thing.
Who am I supposed to pay? I'd gladly pay you on Tuesday.
Yeah, Dom's got his list. Checks in the mail, bud.
Jersey. Mensch. Jersey's a nice place to drive through on your way to Florida.
Yeah, exactly. Hey, there's Val Gimber. How you doing, Val? Good to see you. Thanks for stopping in. Saying hi to everybody. And Mitch Heyman. How are you, Uncle Mitch? Good to see Uncle Mitch has already submitted his for Lori's Friday challenge. And
was that Lori post on Tuesday?
Yep.
Send before Friday.
Yeah.
It takes me like 4 days to download something. So I was like, oh,
pathetic. Even if I could, I don't have time. I'm gonna be going to the eye doctor tomorrow morning, and my wife's coming with me because she's going, if he doesn't give you something better, I'm going to kill him because this is getting.
Don't you
stupid.
feel better when your wife goes to the doctor with you? Like I got to a point. I'm like, can you just please come so someone can pay attention to what he says? Because
Well, and that's what
I'm
we
just going
usually
do. I want to leave. I want to leave. So
Yeah, we tend to. She doesn't go to as many of mine. I go to all of hers, but this is. Yeah, she's coming to this one because I need a wingman bad on this because I keep walking out of there going, "Well, it's going to get better." He said so, and it ain't getting better.
That sucks. But you look very cool, and so look, we're both wearing.
Yeah, we're both wearing sunglasses. I'm just doing it so you don't have to look at long-haired Pete Johns.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no offense, Pete. Love you, man.
I'm just doing it to look cool.
Yeah, I'm doing it to not barf out the audience. But yeah, look at this. We got both. Dawn. Hey, Dawn. How are you? Dom and Chip tonight.
So tomorrow's Valentine's Day, Chris.
Yes.
Ooh, are you doing nothing as well?
Well, we're not here. We're going to IHOP for dinner.
Okay.
Woo. And then we're going to go see the new Paddington Bear movie because
why not?
My oldest son, who's got almost zero emotion and everything, we got together over Christmas and he goes, "Oh, you know what? This movie's really cute. You guys will like it." And the Paddington Bear movies were adorable. And here's this, stoic, and he's like, "Oh, these are so cute." And he got us totally into it. So we're going to go see the new Paddington Bear movie tomorrow. Okay. This is the first new movie I think we've seen in 3 years.
As far as bear movies, I'm still partial to either Ted or Cocaine Bear.
No, I never saw Cocaine Bear.
Cocaine Bear is friggin' hysterical, man. It is hysterical.
Ted was
you have
pretty
to
good.
Watch it.
I mean,
it's really funny.
As far as bear movies go, I like Ted. Both ones pretty much. They were pretty darn good.
I think we saw the first one. My kids have finally moved out of they're in all people movies now.
Yeah,
it's a big change in life.
yeah, they're done with the little kitty
Suddenly,
movies.
all these friggin' Pixar movies I bought for them since they were born, they're like, that's kid stuff. I'm like, Jesus Christ! Don't buy movies, folks.
I got rid of a lot when my boys aged out. I totally understand. Although I kept the ones that I like. I still watch them. Screw them.
So I would tell you, we were in Pennsylvania, me and the kids one weekend just chilling out, and I'm like, guys, what do you want to do tonight? And I'm like, let's watch a movie. And I'm like, all right, what do you want to watch? And they like, can we watch? Is it Daredevil? No, he's kind of a raunchy superhero, dresses all in red.
Deadpool. Yeah,
Deadpool. So like, can we watch Deadpool? And I'm like.
A little marginal.
All right, yeah, we can watch Deadpool. Do me one favor. And they're like, what's up? Don't tell your mother we watched Deadpool. Okay, Dad, okay. So, 45 minutes into the movie, my wife calls, and they get on the phone, and she don't even ask anything. Dad's letting us watch Deadpool, and I could just hear in the receiver, give your father the phone.
You little rat fangs.
I know. I was like, you the snitches.
Friggin' snitches get stitches, fellas. Hey, Shelley, how are you? Welcome to the show.
Hey, Shell.
So Dom was cleared on all charges.
Well, I still got this ankle bracelet I have to wear.
Yeah, TBD. Dom is, like we made a joke of it, but Dom was taking care of family business and taking care of his business. So
taking care of my business, yeah.
Business. Hey, you got taken out for business last night, didn't you?
Yeah, it was pretty good. We went to. I should really remember the name concerning the guy. Asked me to come in Vito or something like that in Elmsford in Westchester, and it's like a Mexican restaurant. And they have like this little back room that you go through, like this mirror wall, and it's like a private party. And it was like a table for like 16 people, and it was like the chef made each course, and every course was paired with a different tequila, and so it was a lot of fun. It was pretty cool,
Nice.
I got
that
tanked.
sounds fantastic. Yeah.
Because the guy I know sitting next to me doesn't drink, So he just started passing him down. And I was like, I'll go again, but I ain't sitting next to you, dude, man. I still had to go to work. And I was with someone from my office. And I said, so what would you do if I didn't show up for work tomorrow? She was like, I just call you a pussy. I'm like, I'll be there.
Okay, fair. Yeah, you can't let a woman call you out like that. No. Like, I'll be there. I wondered how work started out this morning.
Fine,
That's good.
Luckily, it doesn't matter what I did the night before, unless I'm still drunk.
Well,
like on Easter. But no, I was
yeah.
I was fine. 2 cups of coffee, and I'm ready.
I'm
always bad until I have coffee.
Well, that's it. I was in my little chat group this morning, and they're all good morning, and I'm like, I'm not sure if I'm alive. I'll get back.
I
to you after 2 cups
revised
of
my
coffee.
right to say good morning until 3 hours after I wake up.
Yeah, I am not a morning guy. Never have
I hate
been.
it. Mm-hmm.
And I get up early. I mean, I get up at 6:30 every day, and make my wife's lunch and suck down coffee and tea and try and get my stuff together. But I'm not basically worth a shit until 9:30, and some days it's not till 10. Go hell in the evening.
Yeah, I try to be presentable by like 9 now.
Yeah. Got to do what you got to do, right?
Well, you don't necessarily have to do what you have to do. No one says you have to.
Well, why the expression is what it is. You got to do what you got to do.
Mm-hmm.
It's not I might marginally perhaps do what I have to do. Well, no, it doesn't. No, you have to do it.
What's up, Hugh?
Yeah, Hughes.
Huge mozzarella. Mozzarella for you.
Hugh was a great guest last week, and it was great to have him on. And as was
Yeah,
Costa.
you had some pretty big panels. I was like, woo.
Yeah, I've had some people on.
Hobnobbing.
A little bit. Yeah, Hugh was on. Costa was on. That was fantastic. Hugh is going to be on Lori's panel tomorrow night. The special Lori's Valentine. Ooh la la.
Ooh, cha-cha-cha.
Yeah, got challenge tracks and trivia, and Lori in her red AI dress, which is... AI Lori is pretty... Gotta say, it's a lot hotter than AI DomFather.
Oh, man.
AI DomFather's still a schlub.
Why you gotta hurt me like that? Well, that's how good the artificial intelligence has gotten. It's gotten all my nuances.
Pretty much. It looks just like you. Hold up your hands. How many fingers? No, it looks like it's even got the right number of fingers. So AI is getting better and better every time.
Except my other hand's a claw.
Yeah.
So I'm not picking it up.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. It generated one of Lori holding a guitar, except for it was a 7-string, and then at a 90-degree angle, it was a bass. Like this. And like, what? It made no sense whatsoever. Although, of course, either Hugh, I think it was Hugh, said, oh, yeah, there's a real guitar that looks like that. And, of course, he had a picture. And I'm like, really?
And he has 2.
Yeah, and Hugh owns 2. Well, of course you were on. Man, our little feelings are sensitive, aren't they? I was talking strictly about last week. Since Dawn went on hiatus, yes, we've had Lori, we've had... There it went.
Did you tell
Everybody.
So when Chris changed the name of the show to Chris and Friends, I texted him and I was like, "Oh, thanks, I appreciate it." And then I'm being he knows I was being 100% genuine.
He was being 100% like, "Thank you."
And he's like, "Where else can who else would thank someone for not including them than me?" It took all the stress off. I felt bad every week that I was like, "Ugh." So once it said Chris and Friends, I'm like, okay, now I can just go and hang out, and I don't have to feel pressure that I have to be there.
Yeah, exactly. Because Dom is a weird guy, but like I told him, who needs normal friends? I said,
True.
Yeah. Normal
If you're
friends
looking
are
for
boring.
normal,
Yeah,
I'm not the man for you.
Going.
Yeah.
These are not the droids you're looking for. Not even close. No, indeed. Hey, it's the Leelaverse somewhere.
Hey, Leela.
Da-da-da. All right. Well, everybody's saying hi to her, but I can't. Yeah, there it is. There's the Leelaverse. But there
Don't
you
be
go.
fronting.
Gotta
Don't
wonder.
be fronting.
Don't do it.
And there's no G. It's FRONTIN.
Yeah, frontin'.
Fronting.
Frontin'. Don't be frontin'. No,
I really like. I really don't like how that has to be corrected. I used to love spell checker, and now it's so retarded.
It pisses me off.
Don't evaluate a text because text is no longer English. It's all been condensed to make it fast, and
Right.
it's trying to correct your damn spelling.
Yeah, it's crazy. I will say this also, since we're talking about performance, Leela's set on KurtFest was killer. And, because I know things and we talked backstage, she was nervous because, she felt like it was a different vibe and a different energy than some of the rest of the people were like, "Hun, do you?" And it was amazing. It was.
I will
that
say,
nice
Gary
cleanser.
did a very fine job because I followed Vince and I was like, "Oh, Jesus Christ, the dude is fucking insanely playing," and I'm gonna go pick up my acoustic. But he left a nice span of time, and they
Yeah.
did the same because Leela followed her right hubs, right? No, there's someone else that was very heavy.
Yeah, that was high energy, and that's what she was
Yeah.
worried about. It's like,
Yeah.
no, because, again, you need that ebb and flow. You can't hit
Oh, yeah.
people over the head for 12 friggin' hours. We had, and I felt like G really did an excellent job of understanding people's availability and working them together so that you had a good flow of people. And it was a masterful show. I'm on my third viewing of it, and I am just blown away by how great everybody was.
Yeah, so far as good. I finally watched mine the other day. I thought it was pretty good, except that
did?
one, total forgot like part of the song and the further.
If you ain't screwing up a little
That's
bit,
true.
you're not
True.
playing
Very
live.
true. Mm-hmm.
No, I wasn't. There was a little hiccup in the song I played at the beginning of the show. I had just a little.
That's what makes them all like snowflakes.
That's
They
right.
never come out the exact same way.
Exactly. But and that's what's fun about it. But I would just when it was all said and done, I thought,
I'm watching you, Leela.
Kurt would have loved every second of that.
I'm sure he did.
That really was what he envisioned when he started promoting this idea of Indie Fest. Was something like that many musicians to come together and really showcase the best of themselves, and that was what he had in mind when he was doing that. And so,
I do hope Jimmy understands that that particular show always has to be KurtFest, like once a year.
yeah, no, it's done. It's KurtFest from here on out. There ain't no question. And I'm gonna quick refresh something and just see. 2,500 views.
Yeah.
2,500 just so far of that, which is just absolutely amazing.
Good stuff.
Yeah.
What's up, Brenda?
It was really, really wonderful.
2 other lives. You're just very. She's a mover. She's a shaker.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, and
Brenda.
I've got to call out Camila, who was there modding the entire friggin' show. Never took a break for 12 hours. Was there? There was a lot of other mods. I did a little mod duty, and other people did too. But she was there the entire time. Hardcore and greatly appreciated. There's a couple different ways to take that, Val, but yeah. Leela has nice overlays. Yeah, Brenda gets around, doesn't she?
It's too quiet.
Yeah, it's the silence.
This is the Shade
here's me
Show.
trying to read the damn chat.
The Shade Show. Yeah, you poor bastard.
It's not ideal.
Yeah.
But hopefully I'll get a couple answers tomorrow.
We've hurt poor Brenda. I'm surprised you could pay attention in all these shows. She was also on KurtFest for 12 hours. I believe I was there for 33 minutes.
Yeah. Okay. Well, and you know what?
My one cool, like,
Brenda.
We went food shopping. The show was on. We were like doing all these things like throughout the whole day, and the show was always on. So that was kind of neat.
Yeah. Well, I only co-hosted, was on for all 12 hours, played my set, then ran the after party for 2.5 hours, then was backstage with Dom and Jade and a couple other people for another, and Michael Songs for another 3 hours. So
yeah, it was like yeah.
But good for you, Brenda.
Yeah, I think we 5 hours after the show ended, we were still
going.
I remember everyone was about to leave, and I'm like, I just opened up a beer. Like, nobody can leave. And like me, it was like me, you, Jade, and
Michael Songs.
Or Michael Songs. Yeah, it was like 6 a.m. when I finally I walked upstairs. And I'm like, there's the light.
It was pretty crazy, but it was a great. Again,
it was a lot of fun. Yeah.
I was just pumped. I knew, I could go to bed and lay there for 3 hours or just, chat with all my friends afterwards. So that's what we did.
Yeah, well, I haven't bullshit with them in like.
Yeah, well, you've been
a month or two, yeah. So that was fun.
Yeah, indeed. Well, Fridays are getting fun. We're, with Jeff hanging it up. It took a while to find some equilibrium, but I think that it's coming around. Fridays now are back to being fantastic entertainment. We've got Brenda does her show. She goes long on Fridays. Indy's got her show. Lori does her show. Gary Hubb's show kicks ass. Then Leela following Gary Hubb's show is just fan-flippin-tastic. It's a perfect, it's the next day for me and for a lot of people, but it's just a great show. And of course, you got Pole Vault and Sunshine doing their show as well. And Valerie, at noon my time. So, you got stuff. And then last week we got the bonus of both Smith and Valerie doing their show where they take a song that they worked on together and dissect it and talk about the parts. And that was killer good. So last Friday was a kick-ass ramp up for what was to come. And, Saturdays, you've got some karaoke shows that are good. Of course, G-May every Saturday night. And you got stuff to do. Again, if you're not entertained in this community, you're just not. You're not.
What's up, Pole Vault?
Oh, and Shimmer has basically started to stream almost every day. He's got a show going, so that's cool. Yeah, there's the aforementioned Pole Vault right there, who's starting to bring in a little more of their comedy. When they were doing that with the other show that we all love so much. Well, you're getting a little bit of that comedy again.
Yeah. It's a lot of work to do.
Yeah, it really is.
It's huge production quality.
Load of work. So
his first batch of shows.
Yeah,
save them as specials.
Yeah, exactly. But good to see Pole Vault. And anybody else come in that I missed, which is a distinct possible. Gary was said.
Mix Club can.
Oh, hey, Rhett. How you doing, man? Good to see you. Yep, I see him now. Yeah, mine's a little behind. Kitty kisses for all an even hue. Yep, there you go. Kitty kisses back at you, Rhett.
I cannot say that.
No, kitty kisses, no. The carpet beetle. Yeah. Okay, yeah. Yeah, I had I've got mouse traps going in my garage all the time, and nailed a bunch at Christmas, and then nothing. I'm like, all right, maybe I got them all. But I was out there the other day, and I had moved a toolbox, and I thought I saw some droppings. Like, do I still have mice in here? Well, I go out the next day, and it got 2. So, still got mice. I think with the cats, maybe there'll be less mice around because the mice can hear the cats, and we never had a lot of mice when the cats were here previously. So, and it's winter. I think they were just coming in from outdoors and thought they'd get a snack, and nope.
Well, it's either your house or death, so.
Yeah. Well, they got in the garage and was like, we'll take our
Our
chances.
place in Pennsylvania, like I always have to go up by myself the first weekend because there's dead mice all over the place.
Yeah.
It's like impossible to keep them out of those, those
Oh, absolutely.
trailers
Hey,
in
Les,
the
how are
woods.
you, man? No,
What's up, Les?
it is really hard. And again, it was really cold. Again, Colorado weather has been drunk. It's been freezing, like 4 degrees, 7 degrees. Today it was 40. It was like, was it not 10 degrees yesterday?
Yeah, I think it was almost supposed to hit it like close to 50 today. This has been the longest we've had snow on the East Coast, and man,
It's
10
been
years.
it's a weird winter.
It's been like pretty white for like over a month. Not a lot, but it's still kind of cool.
Yeah. Some are mean and some are nice. Stupid phone. Okay, there we go. Mice, we got mice. Are mean and they're nice. Okay. Mice, we've all got mice. Some are mean and some are nice. Okay, well done, Lori. Oh, big fun. So, on Saturday, you had talked about you might drop in and do a set real quick. You still think
I
you might do
may.
that?
I'll see. Yeah, well, my wife is taking my lovely children to her girlfriend's house in Virginia, and they're gonna go like to the museum and stuff. And unfortunately, I have work to do, so I'm not gonna go. So that means I'm gonna be all by myself for 3 days at home. She's like, "What are you gonna do?" I'm like, I'm probably gonna clean the house and work.
Yeah.
One thing I'm doing, I am shutting off the stupid heat and just keeping the fireplace on. Because man, we got a bill from Con Ed this month. It was like ridiculous how freaking expensive it is. It's ridiculous, man. It was bad.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna just like live in one room all weekend.
Yeah, that's pretty much what we do. We have a fireplace insert, and we run it, and it just keeps the heater from kicking on all the time. Now the house is a little bit cold in some of the areas, but that's okay. Kay and I both like a cold house for sleeping. We just don't want to run the furnace all.
No, my problem is I'm too impatient to set up programmable. The right thermostats that you can control and with your phone and stuff. And no one else in my house apparently knows how to use the damn thermostat. So like every day I'm running upstairs. Everyone's up. I'm turning the upstairs down, and then when you forget, man, everything's just going the whole time.
I got the
And your
old
media's going.
dial.
Oh, really?
thermostat.
You got
I've
those?
never
Those were
replaced
the
it.
best. They
That's
really
why
were.
I've never touched
Yeah.
it. When it dies, I'll have to go to one of the new electronic ones, but no, it still works, so screw it. Yeah. Hey, Jerry Gomes, sending me a little snow. Good to see you. Thanks for coming to the show. And thanks for the snow. We like drinking water in the summer, so we're great with snow here. Bring it on. I have a house and doesn't have a house. I don't know why I call him Gerald. All right, here's a pop quiz from our friend Hugh Caldwell. I don't have an answer. Do you, Dom?
Oh, readings involved. I have a mouse.
Yeah.
And he doesn't have a house.
I was told there would be no reading. That was one of
Yeah.
Dom's conditions for coming on.
My answer would be I have absolutely no reason to wonder about it anymore. So
Yeah, they can because
Not if you buy
know,
the fireplace.
Yeah, now see, mine is because mine's an insert. It's electric insert. The flue is shut, and there's actually styrofoam up there, so I'm good.
You know, I have a gas fireplace, so.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. Yeah. Well, yeah. When your grandma's there, that'd be pretty tough. Hey, David.
Oh, I mean, it's really out of hand, folks. It's really out of hand how much that they charge everybody now.
Oh, it's crazy. It is. It is pretty nuts. Yeah.
Because I could still remember a time when all we did was complain about electric because, like, heat was so cheap, you know, like oil or gas, and we have natural gas. But it used to seem like it was way cheaper than what electricity costs, and now they're the same.
It was.
Right?
Yeah, but they've both gone up. Yeah, my water bill. I don't know how the hell I had a water bill this last month that was almost as high as my summer water bill when I'm watering all the gardens and the grass and everything.
Really?
How the hell did that happen?
Did you get a pipe that's broken? Is there a swamp in your backyard? You know.
No, we would. Yeah, if I had a broken pipe, I'd know it. So no, I don't know why it was so high.
The first year I got a sprinkler system, I was like setting up, Christmas decorations, and I must have put stakes through 3 different pipes. Like
So easy to
Jesus
do.
Christ, yeah. So now I have to like map out where they are.
Yeah, absolutely. So there's our answer: "Bike" by Pink Floyd. So, what album is that?
Yeah,
from?
what album is that on?
Yeah, because that is not ringing any
Hugh,
bells
can you
here.
hum a couple bars?
Yeah.
What's up, David? David, I was very happy to see you on KurtFest. You did phenomenal, my friend.
Yeah, I gotta say, I will take a little bit of credit because he was on the show and I was nagging him and I said, dude, you can do this. And he had gotten the equipment and he wasn't sure about it. He's a humble, modest guy. I was like, dude, everybody loves the way you play and the way you sing. Please do this. And then Valerie jumped on it, and they're tight, and it was so fantastic to see David play, and it
100%.
was
It's very
a
good.
beautiful set, man. Everybody was crying during Taxi. You killed it, man. It was just fantastic. What a great song selection, all of them, but ending with Taxi was brilliant. So now he's got to go hide.
Take care, Brenda. Good seeing you.
Yep, Brenda, be well. I should. Well, no, I was going to say I'll come see you Friday, but I'm not going to see you Friday and I don't want to lie to you because I'll be out doing everything. By the time I get back, it'll be probably too late to come on your show. But Brenda's show has a great show on Fridays, and it goes on during some of the other shows. But you can kind of, like I do, bounce around a little bit. Some days I bounce around.
Yeah, so maybe Saturday I may pop up and play, or just go to G-Maze later, whatever.
I
don't want to like make a post because I don't know if I'm gonna,
Yeah, well, that's it. It's tentative.
If I play live, it's just gonna. All right, I have time. I'm gonna go.
It's going to be a pop-up. So just watch. If Dom pops up, go hang out with him. And I will tell you this, David. You keep playing. I'll keep taking the blame. I'm good with it. I'm a big dude. I can take a punch. But I really enjoyed having you on there. So, and show up on a Saturday night. Hang out with us at G-Maze.
What's up, Shangy?
Where's our old Shaggy girl? Right there. How are you, Mr. Host?
3,500 for the year. I don't know. That's
Yikes.
wow. That's very expensive.
That is beyond crazy. I mean, I don't know that my farmer friends pay that. Well, I know they probably pay that much, but that's a lot of money for water.
I think we're like 300 in like July and August. I don't know. Actually, I don't know. I don't know.
I kind of know. Did Hugh ever post the album name? If he did. Oh, yeah, there it is. I thought he did, and I missed it. No, damn it, missed again. There it is. Piper at the Gates of Dawn. Okay, yeah. That's an earlier album. Pink Floyd really, I knew who they were, but they didn't really come on my radar until Dark Side of the Moon. But that's just me. Your actual
probably me
mileage
too.
may vary.
I actually remember the first time I heard it. Me and my buddy were hanging out in his Gran Torino in Heckscher State Park, and it was a shit brown, the classic Gran Torino color.
Oh yeah,
and
that was a horrible color. Oh my god.
Yeah, and he was like, "Dude, man, I guess a tape, or maybe he had, I don't remember what. I must have been a cassette tape, and it's Dark Side of the Moon from Pink Floyd, and we got really stoned, and I just remember like we were both hanging out in his back seat, and it was like the woods were all around us, and just looking up at the trees, man, fucking going for a ride. And still to like this day, if I'm gonna listen to Dark Side of the Moon, I listen to it's like you have to listen to the entire album.
Oh,
you can't
no
just
question.
listen to a song,
Nope.
It's got to
It is
go in the exact order every single time.
Yeah. See, we're old and we care about the order of the songs. And the artists back in the day would carefully craft the two sides of the album.
I care about the order of the songs if the artist cares about the order of the songs.
Yes.
It's their ride, and you just go along. But yeah, those are my favorite. When it's built to be something unique, that's why I'm a big concept album guy.
Yeah. Well, I got to go back because we did.
What's up, Michael Songs?
Dark Side of the Moon at the Planetarium last year. And of course, their sound system is killer. And what a great experience. And yeah, we got to go do that again because it was friggin' awesome. How far behind am I in the chat? A ways. Yeah, Michael, I think, popped on a little earlier, and I was wrestling kitties, so I just saw that it popped up, and I wasn't able to stop in. But it was right after the Jade's interview, which I do want to talk about for a couple of minutes. If you folks didn't see Jade's show today, she got Justine Kasperk on, and it was a killer interview. And I will freely admit I was a little bit in and out because I was adopting the cats and getting them set up and all that. But I was listening the entire time. What a fascinating person Justine is. We knew that, but really gained some insights into, her journey and how her and Kurt got together and, the fallout from the fire and all that kind of stuff. It was just so, if you haven't listened to it, go to Jade's channel, call up that interview because you're just going to get a much better understanding of, why everybody was so cared about KurrFest and why everybody gave it their best effort, because we wanted to be respectful to Kurt and, show our love and appreciation for Justine. And you'll see why she's worthy of that after this interview. Hear that? Squid.
Yeah. It sounds a little pissed.
He is, because I'm in here and... what, buddy? He's like, hey, man, you adopted me. Why are we not watching the hockey game together? What's going on, bro?
Yeah, when I went back and I was watching a bunch, I got there right at the absolute. I think I got there right when he started playing. Right, Michael Songs was the final song.
Yeah, closed it out. Correct.
Like it was like, hey everybody, and I hear him like, oh, it was a great show. I'm like, oops. I hate when I do that.
Yeah, and I had it bookmarked and everything, but again, we didn't know when we were going to get the call from the adoption agency that the cats were ready. So I was kind of working along today, and the phone rang, and she said, hey, can you meet me at 1:45? I'm like, yes, I can. So that's what we did. I'm reluctant to let him in the office because he hasn't been in the office yet, and he is a little terrorist. He likes to climb. And
let's right, that fits too well to be happenstance.
Huh. I've not.
Oh, you haven't? It's there's like a specific point in the movie, you start, and
Really?
it pretty much it's a completely different score to the Wizard of Oz, and like it ends, and it fits
That's crazy.
perfectly. Yeah.
No, I had no idea. See, come on this program, you learn things, folks.
It's done too well to be by chance, I believe.
Well,
I mean, they were stoned enough to.
yeah, they were
think
maybe
to do
checking it
something
out.
like that,
You know,
yeah.
Yellow Brick Road, man.
Yeah, that's not a problem.
Dom's on it.
Like, it's on right now. No, but that's the thing. I mean, it's cool to watch. It's still the Wizard of Oz, though. Something like that.
I guess maybe that's part of what I always intensely disliked that movie.
Really?
Yep. Don't know why. I've got my little weirdnesses. I never liked that. I don't like Charlie Brown.
I was never much a Charlie Brown guy.
But
I mean, I love the Wizard of Oz growing up, and still to this day, like the Wicked Witch of the East is probably one of the scariest villains of all time.
yeah, it really is. And I've seen the movie a bunch of times, but I watch it and I go, I don't like
Yeah,
this
I
movie.
think you're right, Michael. I think it's the third roar of the lion, and that's you go, dun, dun, yeah. It's you just you go for a ride.
That's yeah, but no, Lori, I'm sorry. Ignorant. Didn't know that. But now I do. No, I wasn't. My buddy was. But yeah, I was just had big headphones on the first time I heard it, and I'm laying on his floor in his living room, and what an experience. Like just yeah.
Oh, it's like one of the few things you can listen to, like with your friends, and there's no talking.
Yeah, no. Oh God, no. You're
Just
just
a bunch
totally,
of weird people sitting in a room together going like this.
Yeah.
Oh, it's good stuff, man.
I would pay to hear that. I have no doubt that you're great at it, you. Yeah, well, that's it.
Oh, asbestos daddy. I'm sure that's true. Yeah, I love those little movie things like Halloween was made in the summer, and they were like had one bag of leaves that they like painted over and stuff, and would just every scene they would just throw some leaves around to make it look like the fall, and that was like the most important thing in the movie. They had to go get all the leaves for the next scene.
Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, that's what I'm doing is enjoying a cup of coffee tonight. We'll see how the kitties settle in for sleeping. I mean, this
I
one
like
is
to
not,
get stoned while I'm having coffee.
well, I mean,
No, not actually. I don't. Not a lot. Late at night, it's like the day is done kind of thing.
I feel ya.
Please, sir. Yeah, the facts are really cool. That's like I like if you're watching a movie on Amazon and you go to like the little trivia thing and they bring up all these stupid little facts about the movie you're watching. That's always cool.
Oh yeah,
I get a
I'm
kick
a
out of
big
that.
fan. I know more trivia because that's what we did this last weekend. We went to the symphony, and it was the music of Mel Brooks. So from all of his musics, his Broadway productions, it was awesome, great. And they had brought in two vocalists from Chicago who had been a part of the stage productions, and they were fantastic. And I was telling my wife about it because I know everything there is to know about Blazing Saddles. And the theme song, the singer of that was a serious country, he did all the Western movies and did all the vocals and everything. And he had no idea that it was a comedy and that it wasn't to be taken. So when you hear Blazing Saddles and he rode a blazing saddle, and he's giving it his all because he thinks this is dead serious. He had no idea that the movie was a comedy. And that in itself is what made that hilarious.
I want to go to Visible's comment about acid and heavy metal, which I have nothing against acid. Here's my problem, though. You know what the problem with the movie Heavy Metal is? It's the fucking music. Like, there's none in it.
Yeah, the album was pretty good, and but the Felder's Heavy Metal, that was a great song. But yeah, I mean, it was an interesting movie, a little weird. I saw it in high school when I had been drinking, and I
don't
wasn't
think
sure what was going on.
I mean, I probably saw parts of it. It was a cartoon, though, right?
Yeah, mostly. Yeah, it was.
I never had good appreciation for cartoons, except Pinky and the Brain.
Yeah, well, that was kind of that beginning of the adult, serious cartoon.
Yeah, probably
kind of
one of
stuff.
the first, right?
Yeah, it really was. It was pretty pioneering. That Fritz the Cat and that one were the two, adulty. Hey, James Myers is here. James Myers is working on a drum part for a song, and I hope he's not get too fast, because when he's done, then I got to do the video. Yeah, Don Felder, that was great. And he's still great. I mean, I saw him in concert a couple years ago. It was him and Styx and REO Speedwagon. And, the guys in REO Speedwagon are pretty old. Not that the Styx guys are young spring chickens either. But all of those artists were friggin' great. And they're coming back this summer, and I'm tempted to go again because, man, it was a great concert.
I was never a huge Styx fan, but what the they went they went off the rails, man.
Well, they did, and that's why the band kind of died for a little while, and then they fired the guy that took them off the rails, Dennis DeYoung, who I never liked, and then Tommy Shaw came back in the band, and they've been doing it ever since.
There were select songs I liked.
Yeah. Okay, there you go. Yeah, James has a very interesting way of parsing up a cover, and it's actually a very cool process how he does it.
Cool.
Yeah, and how he learns it, and then he one takes it. It's like kind of like you do. He gets it down, and then he's like, okay, hits record, and he goes through, and that's it.
Yeah, I can't. I may start recording like with ideas, and here's a piece, and then copy that piece there. But once I know what it is, I have to play every part from beginning to end, or else I don't feel right. You know?
Well, on the upcoming shows that, when you're not here and everything, that's going to be one of the things we're going to talk about recording process. I do it straight through as well. Now, I will, if I have a little mistake or something, I'll go back and punch that in. I got no problem with that. But, I do want to, I don't play a part and then stop and then go play another part. And no, I do that.
I will do that. I will copy and paste to like lay out what a song was like. But see, my whole thing with, sometimes it's just the trail end of a note, that leads into another part better. And if you don't, and then if you cut and paste, every single one will either have it or won't have it.
Yeah.
So, it's nice to do just like different things like once or twice, so.
To start a song for sure, and I don't cut and paste particularly often, but the whole beginning of the song is a scratch track. It just is. And I'll build the parts up, and then once I feel like the song is flowing right and the drums are programmed properly, although now I can call on James and go, hey, here's what I need, bro. Then everything gets scrapped and it gets done over. Everything gets re-recorded. And
it's pretty much the same exact way I do it.
Yeah.
There's like so much, like and those are like all the tracks above with the original ones, and then there's all all new ones on the bottom. Have you ever done this? Like sometimes I felt like I was getting stale with my song structure, so I would like listen to a song that I liked, and then just get my notebook. Okay, verse, and there's and I would just write out the same exact, half a verse, bridge, and then there's an outro. And I would just go to my own door and I would just section out pieces like the exact same way.
Interesting.
And then
no,
use
I've
that.
never done that.
And then try to make the song like off of someone else's, I guess, skeleton.
Yeah, no, that's an interesting way to structure things. I might have to try that sometimes. I definitely, I have in the past, recorded something, and then again, in that scratch thing, say, I need to double this up, and then I'll go ahead and grab 2 verses and stick them in a different place or extend, and then, I finally get it like, okay, here is the arrangement. Now let's go play it.
Yeah, I always not every single time, but I always try to approach it from a different way. Like Freak Flag, I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna make a bass part and then see what happens.
Yeah. Well, it's, got to do what works for you. And yeah, right.
Yeah. I mean, well,
I totally get that. And
if
again,
I was there, I would do the exact same thing. It was the only thing I could do.
All right. Hey, Dwight. How are you? Yeah. And I know I do notice, like, I ISO everything. When I record it, then I'd listen to nothing but that track. And there are often times where, especially on bass, when I'm like, everything's right, but the tone of a particular note, I didn't fret it quite as cleanly or something like that. And there's where I'll punch things in. And I'll play, 30 seconds in front, back, and whatever, and just go through, and then just punch in that little part where the note just didn't quite sound right. The tone wasn't right or something like that. Not that I ever play any wrong notes.
Yeah, I don't think I do punch-ins. I mean, it's if I think that's like I just let that go, like, or mask it or something.
Yeah.
Like there's been songs where like just something didn't work right, and suddenly there was like the drums got very loud to cover up something, Yeah.
No,
I don't know. It's been so long, I probably wouldn't even know how to make a song at this point.
Well, you're going to have to get started again. All right. Well, we're pretty much I said short show tonight. We're pretty much already at an hour. So, what else do we want to talk about? And I'll start working on getting the closing stuff pulled up. Because I've clearly got to go pet and feed the kitty again.
Well, I will be back in 1 second, so
Okay.
you figure that out.
And there he goes. He's back. He's going to go get another drink or something. And, it's his channel too. So if he wants to come back and run the channel for the rest of the night by himself, he's free to do so. But I want to find... It's going to be hard to find exactly what I'm looking for here because the show is so long. Did I get it here? Yeah. There. Well, I figured it out. Ha-ha. Ha-ha. But like I was saying, lots of good entertainment tomorrow night, and then Saturday, and then Sunday. Mr. Smith, speaking of people who slayed on KurtFest, our good friend Mr. Smith delivered a fabulous set of all originals. It was top notch. The sound was unbelievably good. Mr. Smith is a pro's pro, but even that, sometimes things don't work, and his set was flawless. So nice to see you, Mr. Smith. Appreciate it. As I was telling the folks, adopted a couple. Luna will have some friends. I'm going to get them introduced on the screen, but I've got some new kitties now, and so I'm going to go play Cat Daddy here in a little bit, and we'll see what Dom wants to do, if he wants to continue to run the show for a while, or if we're going to hang it up here in a little bit. But that has been my week. Take care, cats. Go see the eye doctor tomorrow, and then do my little Valentine's thing. Go see Paddington Bear movie, and then I'll see everybody on G-Maze on Saturday. Good Lord willing, and the creek don't rise. Yeah, you get in the habit of doing that, and yeah, you'll hear all the little imperfections, but that's when I decided that, I was going to do all my own vocals and everything. That's a painful, humbling experience when you first start out, is listening to yourself with no effects and just what you're doing there. But you'll get a hell of a lot better really quickly doing it that way. So I strongly recommend it, because to Dom's point, if a lot of stuff's going on, there might be stuff in there is not quite right, but you don't really hear it, but it registers somewhere in your brain that things are not quite synced up or things are not good. And so when I say I ISO something, I'm listening to just that. But then when I get the bass where I think it's right, then I go ahead and bring the drum track back in and make sure that they are synced up, that I am hitting the way I'm supposed to. And then make sure the guitars and the bass are together. They're playing the right notes. And then the guitar and the drums. And, just make sure everything fits together the way it's supposed to. If you're a band, you're playing together, that just naturally that happens. But when you're a solo recording person, you gotta work on that a little bit. And he's back.
I'm back.
Yeah, and while you were gone, Mr. Smith came in.
Hey, Smith. Schmitty. No, I did not go get another drink. 2. I only allow myself 2 during the regular nights.
All right, scrolling up. So here's, we're going to start Friday off with Valerie's Song Club, Friday Song Club. And then we'll have Pole Vault and Sunshine, the weekend warm-up. And then Lori's Mishmash. And there's the link right there. And wait, there's more. After Lori's Mishmash, it goes right into the Parking Lot Warrior, Gary Hubbs. Right there's your link. So grab them, set them up, and then, but wait, there's more. And then we kind of ended up with the Leelaverse and the Chill Zone that she does, which is fantastic. So there you go. There's your Friday, folks. Lots of good stuff to see. Now, it's getting to be later for you, Dom. Or are you ready to? We're gonna short shift it tonight. Are you ready to wrap it up tonight?
Hell yes, sir.
Okay. Well, that's what we're gonna do.
I can still have a snack.
You can have a snack, and we're gonna go out with Jade Starr's performance, which I'm hoping I queued this up right. Her last song from KurrFest. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for being here tonight. I do apologize. It's a little shorter show tonight, but we'll be back regular time and regular length next week. But until then,
I'll be back. I'm not guaranteeing I'll be back.
Yeah, we don't know what Dom's going to do, but that's okay.
No pressure.
No pressure, because it's not Dom's name's not on the show anymore. He's just a friend. I love you like a friend.
Oh,
it's just weird.
Really sounds shitty.
It kind of does.
That's something I would tell someone I don't like.
Right. Oh, so true. Oh, ladies and
I
gentlemen,
love you
thanks
like
for-
a brother. Did I tell you I killed my brother?
Yeah. By the way, oh, hey, thanks, Kane. Oh my goodness. Hey, everybody, thanks for being here. We'll see you all around the chats tomorrow night. And right now, Jade Star from KurtFest.
Mad respect. Here I am. Why do I hate myself? Eyes staring through the window. They follow me wherever I go. Why can't they see we are the same? Made of flesh and bone. Why do they hate me? Nobody knows. Ignorance and intolerance grows from within. I shed my skin in a heartbeat if I could. Do you judge me so? What have I done to you to make you hate who I am, what I am, and who I love? It's not the Lord above. You have your own mind to be kind. I lived inside a shell of lies and self-doubt. So many years I tried, so many people Love you, Justine. Love you, Kurt.
Give it up, Jade Star.